Hi there, Divine Feminines and everyone tuning in. Welcome to a general reading about the Divine Masculine's current energy. So we have quite a few videos about the Divine Feminine's current energy and kind of what she needs to look forward about her state of mind. So again, this is a general reading now about the Divine Masculine's state of mind or whatever spirit is going to want us to share. Okay, so if you want to book a personal reading, please follow the description box below and you'll see my email and we can book a personal reading from there. Again, thank you to all my personal clients. Thank you to the Morph team for supporting me up until today. Thank you for the likes, comments, and subscribes. I really appreciate all of the love. Let's go ahead and get into it. As you guys know, a card wanted to pop out, the Magician. The cards are always pre-shuffled, but we shuffle so that you can see and we can get the right messages for those who are tuning in. Okay, so let's give it a few. Again, it's a general reading, okay? So let's see what we got for the Divine Masculine's current energy. And if you don't know if you have a Divine Masculine, hopefully whatever we reveal here will help you figure that out and get closer to that. All right, let's see what we got for the Divine Masculine. What do we need to tell the Divine Feminines and watching? The Page of Cups. Okay. Let's do that. The Page of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. I had a feeling the Ten of Swords was going to come out. Okay, guys. Okay, girls, everyone tuning in. It looks like with the Divine Masculine, there's a lot of optimism, right? Okay, so the Page of Cups, okay, talks about having optimism in love, having optimism, having optimism in the eyes, okay? So it's like when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. It's kind of taking what you got and cherishing that. It's also having a positive mind about things that you're doing, about things you want to do. With the page, it's kind of the beginning, the start of something new. Okay, and with this start of something new, I can kind of relate it to my ace cards, really, or like an ace of wands with the pure potential is when you see your glass always full rather than half empty, you know what I'm saying, or half full. Most likely, especially with the Cups card, love is coming your way, especially if you remain optimistic and positive about it. Okay. Okay. So whatever he's working on in a new aspect with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, we're looking at it that the Divine Masculine wants new love with someone, okay? In this case right now, he does want new love, okay? He wants a new start, okay? And with the page, and it's not an ace, it talks about how this person and you could have been in this relationship for quite a while, or this on and off. Okay, we really don't know who he's handing this to. It's the first card in the deck, but it looks like the Divine Masculine is open to new beginnings with someone he's already known. Okay, so then we have the Seven of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so this talks about, for an example, being at work. It talks about, the Divine Masculine being tired of the same old, questioning what he's really going to do 5 months down the line, tomorrow, tonight, today, in the future. This talks about long-term goals and success. And sometimes we all come to a point where we're at work and we're just like, you know what, I really think I wanted to be like, a CEO of an accounting firm rather than work at McDonald's or something. So it talks about not even only work because of the pentacles, but it talks about women, it talks about love, it talks about men, it talks about relationships, everything that involves your life. So with this card, it's safe to say that he's looking at something new with someone new, or rekindling a flame. It looks like there's a lot that he's thinking about. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn thinks often about this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or fellow earth sign, your Divine Masculine. This Divine Masculine is thinking about someone. He's got love on the brain, okay? He's thinking about someone and he feels already, it's like, I don't want to say he feels sad because of the Seven of Pentacles, but I think he's aware of the hurt. I think he's aware of everything that's come together to land, the title of love. I think he's aware of kind of everything that he's gone through, everything that he needs to do. I think also the Seven of Pentacles talks about someone who is also very hardworking and works nonetheless. He's not going to just quit. you know, because the goings are rough or he's tired or he's questioning himself. He's still a very well planner, okay? 10 toes down, you know, he's very firm in his beliefs. And I do believe that he's certain on moving towards you, but the hesitation about the Seven of Pentacles, everyone who's watching, you know, the hesitation about it is if it's worth it. Okay, because if you can see that pentacle between his legs, okay, take that how you want it, right? But it's like he kind of would rather give up everything he's worked on over the years, over the time, okay, of his legacy, really, to go and offer somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? To that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or to you, Divine Feminine. So, you know, it's safe to say that he's battling. Page of Pentacles, more new opportunities, skill development, though, this card highlights, okay? So he's looking at taking that pentacle for sure, taking that option, taking that thought right there. Okay, he's optimistic in love. That's his overall card. That's his overall energy, the first card out of the deck. So it's safe to say, you know, that the Divine Masculine, it looks like he's going out on a whim. Okay, the Divine Masculine is going out on a whim. And what I mean by that is he's very much in a relationship. Okay, he's definitely in a relationship right now. I think this person is in a relationship. First of all, if they are in a relationship with a water sign or an earth sign so far, right? It looks like he's not, like if they live together, for an example, and the wife's always checking the phone and the bills, it's kind of like she's let up, or I'm not sure what the karmic or who they're with has done, but it seems that maybe he stepped out for a few nights and they just have like an agreement, or it just looks like the spotlight is on him, but in his own room. He's alone right now. So if they're single, then that makes more sense. Seems like he's having this time, he's using this time to think about what he wants to do, and he also has the time to think about what he wants to do because he's alone. Okay, so regardless if he's in a relationship or not. So with the Page of Pentacles, it's another page, it's another chapter. And he didn't finish this one yet. I think he's just there having optimism. So it's safe to say your Divine Masculine, again, is moving on a whim. So whatever decision he makes thus far right here doesn't look like it's going to be set in stone. It looks like he decided here to kind of just go offer that pentacle, but we don't know if he left everything behind. We don't know what he did with that pile. You know, we can think about the Eight of Cups here, everyone, is about walking away from basically efforts, okay, that's no longer serving you. That's a has-been, okay? And it looks like he's going to take that offer, take that thought and everything he's been thinking about you, Divine Feminine, and the love, and take it to you. I think, you know, pages also speak about communication. You know, there's a lot on his mind, so I think he wants to come forth. Then we have the Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, so we added another person into the mix. Who it could be, and you know, this is also pity, but at the same time, it's not to be taken lightly. When you see the Ten of Swords, there is a lot, and there is something going on. So he definitely has a lot going on, and I think he has a lot of opinions in his ear about what to do, about his loving the Divine Feminine. Yeah, there's a lot of opinions. The Swords talks about communication. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's about communication. It's about the dome, and you know, like, you know, it's just sad because there's one in his head too, in his face. Just like talks about how a lot of people are stabbing him in the back. It talks about his own baggage and wounds that he was never able to release, like karma, you know. So it's like, how is he going to go ahead and move forward to the Divine Feminine if he's stuck in this position? Yes, the pity, sometimes they just have legal issues or kids or marriages and just deaths in the family, all kinds of stuff. But that's really taxing on someone. So no one can sit there and judge and say, leave that and come to me. I mean, I wouldn't go to you, especially if you were talking like that. So I would say have some, you know, remorse for the guy who's feeling like this, because there's something, if it's not two things, three or more, if it's just one thing, it's got him feeling paralyzed. It's got him feeling like he's not able to come to you. Some ask, okay, well, you know, why feel this way? Why think about me? That's inevitable. You know, it's a twin flame journey. If the guy loves you, he loves you. But it's like there's something in between, you know, building his assets. We saw the Magician wanted to pop out in the beginning. There's something about building the assets in between, that one of them, that's a real big challenge for him, that seems to be a multitude of issues, the Ten of Swords, okay? Or it could even just be one person, one issue, one thought. Who knows? We're going to clarify. That stops him from gaining more assets, from gaining more goals, and from coming to you, okay? Divine Feminine. At the top of the deck, who do we have? The Five of Swords. So it's safe to say that your Divine Masculine could be an air sign, or the karmic could be an air sign, okay? But if so, you know, this person has so many negative things to say and do to this man. But it also talks about, in the energy here that the spirit wants to talk to us about, is a lot of it is his own baggage. At least 5 of those 10 swords is, you know, half and half, 50-50, okay? A lot of it talks about him and his karmic debts, like we were talking about, you know, that you haven't been able to release. And I thank God that it doesn't show that he's trying to come to you with all the baggage. These are all pages and such, you know what I'm saying, and starting new. So that's a great thing, Divine Feminine. He's not looking to sabotage you. He's not looking to create violence. I love the masculine energy here, okay? But also with the 5 of Swords, five of those 10, you know, these remind me of karmic partners. These remind me of, you know, per se, you and the karmic or whomever. These people remind me of people that know him and love him, that he knows and he loves. But right now he's in a selfish game. This 5 of Swords talks about winning, wanting to win at all costs. So when you throw that in there, you have to know that there's some sentimental value in the way that he treats people. I mean, you can say you want to win at all costs and, you know, in anything really, like on Black Friday and stuff, you pushing people out the way. I need to get this, but it's not so heartfelt. This card talks also about hurting people who are around you, hurting people you love. People hurt, but you know, I gather from this card, it can go either way, that these people are never going to forsake you and they're never going to leave you because they know that you're like in a mood. You look like the mean old Grinch, and we have to figure out why you revert to treating people like this, or why you revert to sticking with the karma, okay? Why you revert to this attitude when you're really down and out and need to release. I think sometimes in the 10 of Swords, when we want to release, and now we see the 5 of Swords, it could talk about him wanting to put his problems and issues on others. Divine Feminine, if you feel like you've been taking up his bag and burden, and now you feel like you're just like, you know, Martha Stewart, there to pick up the mess. You know, if you've ever seen American Horror Story, you're like the maid who's just got to clean up the bloody mess and stuff like that. It's because that's what he's doing. That's his karma. And, you know, it's I want to say for the Divine Feminine, it's not necessarily because you're a mother figure and you're a wife and you're so loving. We all come with our own baggage. Sometimes you got to see what you compel him, what you compel others to do, okay? It's what he compels you to do because of all this karma. He's got a lot of karma in the way, and it looks like it could be karmic partners. It looks like it could be love of his lives. It could be friends, but a lot of people who have a lot of opinions, okay? So let's do that. We got the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom, more Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's talking about his stability and his security. This man is not secure in himself. All right, so that's heavy, but let's see what we got for the Page of Cups, shall we? Why is the Page of Cups here for the Divine Masculine Spirit? Help us understand what you want us to know. Why is the Page of Cups here? Okay, and I wanted to say, before I show you those 2 cards, you probably can kind of see it. I wanted to say about the 10 of Swords, you know, you can kind of try to feel vulnerability, you know, for him, because it's like if he's always wanting to do something, and I guess the Divine Feminine's question is, why does he stop? Why does he revert to mean words? Why does he throw me out? Why does he say F you and go suck a fart out of an ass? You know, like, just doesn't give a shit. It's because he doesn't want you to see him like this. This man's security is completely shot. His spinal cord, his backbone, you know? And so the 5 of Swords talks about bullshit. So Divine Feminines, if you've been at the repercussions of his words, of his tongue, you know, of his mouth, you know, it's his own issues, but it's because, you know, Divine Feminine, if he's a water sign, an earth sign, or an air sign, it's because he loves you and he doesn't know how to get out of this. And it's every single time that it's like he's living in a loop, living in hell. You know, when you keep going over and over, your hell will be the thing that you fear the most over and over again. So say you love someone, his hell is to be rejected by that woman or man every day, over and over and over. Misty Day, look her up. That was her hell, was insane. Okay, from American Horror Story. But anyway, okay, we clarify the 10 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups, excuse me, did I say that the Page of Cups is clarified by the 10 and the 9? this is what he wants.